New World Order! Okay, I have a bright idea. I just want to say the amount of money that the government is paying right now for every unemployed person, and it's not just people who are making under a certain amount, it's people making $50, $100 or more $1,000 a year. They're making a lot of money, and suddenly they've been laid off because big companies can't afford to keep them on anymore because of the stock market. I mean, recession. I mean, it's like recession. So the thing is, I just think they could have spent the first 2 to 3 weeks giving out free filtered masks, you know, the good kind with the little filters on the side, the washable, reusable kind. So free masks and 1 box of free plastic or latex gloves. If they're allergic to latex, they get plastic. And it could be given out by each city at a certain stop or whatever, a certain office. And all they would have to do is fill out a form given to them either by mail or email, and there would be commercials and it would be on the news, so everybody would know what they would have to do for this new illness that's going around, this new virus. So to protect themselves, everybody needs a mask and gloves. But there's so many people that don't care. And I think there will always be those people that don't care, but that's why we have policemen to stop people and say, hey, where's your mask? You need to go home. I mean, no, it's a little bit like what do you call those kids in the hallway trying to get you not to litter and tell you to go to class, but whatever. It's just that I did the math. Okay, we're spending a lot of money on the unemployed right now. America is spending a lot of money, well over $150 billion, a lot of money. Sorry, my point is just going nowhere right now. Anyway, it's for the unemployed, and it's $2,000 a month for some people. I think that is the max, 2,000 something a month is going out to some people. But for how many months? How many months are we going to be paying the new unemployed people? Not just counting the people that were already unemployed, but the newly unemployed and the families that can't feed their children. How long are we going to be doing that? Are we talking like 2 months, like 6 months? Because there's a lot of businesses that are going to go out of business. They're not going to be able to take this new virus and the effects of the quarantine, when they could have just spent the first 2 or 3 weeks sending people home until they got their masks and calling into work, I haven't received my mask yet, I can't come in, instead of closing the whole country down. And by the way, the whole country did not shut down. There's a lot of states that are not really going crazy about this yet. But so yeah, a free mask and a box of gloves would have costed America $100 to $150 million to buy gloves and masks on wholesale. Just for the government. I'm sure they could have gotten a better price than that, just because it's for the virus and it's for the government. But until they were all made and everybody could get their hands on one, just to stay home instead of everybody stay home all day for 2 months. I mean, it's crazy and it's ridiculous. And there's businesses not just going out of business, but they're going broke. And then what are they going to do? So, yeah, that's just what I think. I did I did a little bit of math, really, just a small amount on my little iPhone, and I came up with this idea that there's something smaller that just could have been done right off the bat instead. But there's a lot of people like selling on Amazon and selling on different websites that they would have been taking the money away from to give out these masks for free. But I think that, so what? Everybody would still have a job. So not only are you getting free masks and free gloves, you're still able to work, so you're still getting income and nobody's going out of business. I mean, like, what would we do about going out in public, eating in public? So you can't eat in public. I mean, new rule, you can't eat in public. You can order takeout. You can go pay in line, staying 6 feet away, pay in line, take your food, go eat it outside in the bench or in your car, or take it home. I mean, just for like a 6-month period of time, nobody eats inside of restaurants. We're still doing 6 feet away in the stores. Not a big deal as long as everybody's still working, right? And it would cost so much less money to have done that in the first place than to have put everybody out of work. Sometimes I am so blown away by Trump administration. I lose my words sometimes just thinking about it. Just something like that could have done when they found out that it was respiratory, and there's a reason why people in China wear masks and gloves everywhere. They already knew. They're already doing it. So why weren't we? I mean, New York is being hit pretty hard, and California is just right now preparing for it. We are preparing for it. We don't know if it's coming, but it's like we have to be prepared. So there's new hospitals being open and all this stuff is happening. And I feel like when I go out, it's so funny actually. The only people wearing gloves and masks are the black people and Mexicans, and everybody else is like, what the hell is going on? And I don't understand that. Like, aren't you watching the news? This is a pretty big deal. Not only that, but black people are being hit pretty hard by this virus, and they thought that maybe they wouldn't be for whatever reasons, but it's becoming, a real big killer. And I mean, what I feel is going to happen is, like, if it hits the black people, we're next. I'm Mexican, by the way, but like brown people, black people, then brown people, then Asians, and then the white people will say, oh my God, we should have done something earlier. I mean, I don't want to make it a race thing. It just seems like that's kind of how the government works. They don't recognize the problem right away. It has to affect everybody. So those are just my thoughts. I apologize if that offends anybody, but yeah, if you agree with my free mask and glove idea, send me a comment, like the video, share the video, and subscribe if you'd like to hear more about my points and ideas, or if you like any of my other videos. I always love to hear from you guys. Thank you once again for pushing the play button, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.